Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another episode of the Backyard Sportscenter podcast. Today, I am joined by the world famous Consolation Shrews. How are you doing?
Hey, what's going on this Wednesday?
Doing pretty good. So for those of you that are not familiar with the lore in the RBL, how did you get the nickname Consolation Shrews?
Well, basically, you just suck during the regular season, and then you just go on a tear when it doesn't matter and there's no pressure. And then, you win the consolation tournament, and then, that's the claim to fame, right?
Yeah, and you've won it twice, right?
Yeah, I think only in even years I can win. So this year, it looks like I will be making it and winning it. So everyone else, I hope you don't make the consolation, or fall to the consolation, I should say.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but if you go into the Consolation tournament, look out.
Oh, Nate, and then you're gonna win the whole thing in the regular playoffs.
I hope so. I got two chances. Hopefully, one of them sneaks through.
Hey, two is better than one.
Yeah, so I got two chances to try to win it. At least I don't have to worry about losing to Emory in the first round of the playoffs this season. So that's a plus. At least that won't happen.
Oh well, he was just a buzzsaw in the last year. He was crazy. He's like one of the best players in history.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely up there with the. I know Kiss has also won two championships. I know Ace did pretty well, and then there was I know there was a couple other players that were really good back in the day, like in the first few seasons.
I'd love to see all those people in one division, see how they would do against each other.
Have a champions mini tournament.
Yeah, I don't know who would be favored.
Yeah, that'd be a really interesting division or side season for sure.
Yeah, but we'd have to have a prize. These people won't come out of retirement for nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some extra clanky coins or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but man, inflation's gone into those clinky coins. They don't pay as much as they used to.
Yeah, I don't know. You gotta talk to the bank about those.
Gonna have to talk about the exchange rate.
Yeah, the exchange rate needs to get fixed. I don't know what's going on with that.
Not good in these economic times.
Yeah, but maybe if enough people listen to this podcast, we can be able to afford more clanky coins.
Yeah, we're gonna need all the help we can get here with our membership.
Yep, that's for sure.
Oh, Nate, what are your thoughts on this year? I just want to hear from you first about the beginning of the year. Obviously, we had week 1. Now we're into week 2. What are your thoughts?
Well, as far as we have two leagues, one for 01 and one for 03. This is going to be going over 03, so I'm going to stick to my opinions as far as that. I think there's a lot of good teams. We got a lot of people that are newer to the league. A lot of players that are coming over from the online league, and even without that, we still had, even just from normal means, we still had I think like 4 or 5 or 6 different people that were new that weren't from online. So the real influx of people is really, I like to see that as well. So that's really amazing as far as like for the health and longevity of the league. That's going to be really beneficial. I think there's 22 teams. That's a little bit different. We're still going with the round 9 power ups. So I think that's people seem to like that, and I personally like that. Yeah, I think the 03 league is going to do really well. We got the season 7 champion Mello making his return, so he's going to be really formidable as well. And you got the some of the older players like the legendary Melonheads of Oops, I Forgot. You got the Team Fish. You got the Mighty Tigers of Jibbo.
Oh yeah, good coaches. They're really prestige is really up this year, and the recording, I like how now we have to record or stream. I think that's going to be good for the transparency of the league.
Yeah, nobody playing on easy anymore.
Nah, it's like everything has climbed up a notch in this season, and we got some good stream participation this upcoming year.
Yeah, a lot of people are streaming their games, which is I really like to see. I mean, it's really kind of brings everyone together, and everyone just is really hyped to watch all the matches.
Yeah, I think it's gonna make me stream now. I think, and you know how much I love streaming. So we'll see. I hope it continues. I love seeing all these, videos of in good streams when I can. I know people are busy, but good to see like 8 to 10 people watching these streams.
Yeah, I know. Like if you remember, like when the initial kind of like draft was starting out, and Crazy was doing like the wheel stream in the Discord to figure out like like what divisions and what our slots were. There was like 25 people just watching a wheel spin. If that doesn't tell you how hype everyone is for this season, that's
Man, there hasn't been that many people watching a wheel spin since The Price is Right, the big wheel. So that was a good turnout.
Yeah, and even a lot of the like the match of the weeks are getting have been, and the online streams have been getting substantial increase in viewership as well. So when we just had the first match of the week, and that was on Sunday.
It's really good to see that. Yeah, no, it's really good to see that because there's a lot of effort and time that goes into these matchup of the week. So that's really good to see.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, especially to edit them all. But and one thing I'm gonna bring up again, if you know how to do any like the video editing, anyone that's listening to us, please let us know, because we're always looking for more people to do the video editing, so that like Chris and like Jibbo don't have to do it all the time.
Oh yeah, I give those guys a lot of respect. Takes a lot of work to do that.
So you said that you were this will be your fifth season, right?
Oh God, yeah, I get yeah, 5 seasons already. Crazy man, time flies.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun playing backyard baseball.
That's right. Can't believe I'll be playing this in my 30s, but here we are.
Yep, yeah, I didn't think so either, but that's kind of how a lot of us kind of found, is like we have just like random like see if I can play it on my computer again, and then it just snowballs. Okay, is there anyone else that's actually playing it too? Am I the only weirdo that still plays this game? And then you
Oh,
then you find all the and then you find the like different Twitch streams, and the Discords, and then you find that you're not the only crazy person playing this game.
and I had those same thoughts at 3 a.m. the other night. I'm glad you and I are on the same page.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I found out, when I was like, when I first found out that like this was a thing, like I felt like I was like a kid in a candy store, like
Oh man, even better than that, it's like seeing all the chocolate you can eat.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a like Christmas morning when you're like 5 years old.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad this league exists, and I hope it exists for many more seasons to come.
Doubled the almost doubled the because we have 44 teams. I mean 33 coaches between the two leagues, so that's a substantial increase.
Oh yeah, I think it's good for the health of the league, like you were saying earlier. And many people keep it going.
Yeah, for sure. But you are the Tampa Bay Pirates for this season, I believe, correct?
Yes.
So I want to quickly go over your team real quick. You got Vlad, Olga Tolasin, Sammy Sosa, Jeff Bagwell, Ingrid Dahlman, that's the Beltron clone, Lubo, the Helton clone. You got Jerry Himchel, Gail Weinman, and Sydney Chang. What was your kind of like thought process when you're selecting these players?
So my strategy is the field I was playing at, which is the Payboy. I realized that don't need that much power in that because there's really only the alley and left field, and then like dead center field are the only places that really hit home runs. So I was trying to put together a team that had like medium to, slightly above average power, like maybe like target guys in the 70s and 80s, and then pick a few semi good speedsters on that team, like two or three of those, so I can have like a coherent lineup where I don't have many slow batters batting after one of another. I know I have two, but I didn't want more than that. And I know that I'm trying to just scatter more hits and try to get more runs because last year I had too many slow guys and too much power, and it didn't really work for me. So that was my thought process.
Yeah, you got a lot of players that I really like. I like Vlad, Sammy, and Jeff. Those three are really solid. Emily Lubel or Helton, certain people like them as well. So you got Ogo's got a lot of speed. Sydney Chang it is not Brett Olson, and that's all I'll say about that.
She'll never be him, but you can try.
Yeah, just by the fact of not being Brett Olson, that gives her an extra couple points.
Still waiting on her home run of the year.
That would be great. I would love to see that down the line. Bounce, slowly down the left field line.
I think Emery did it once in practice. I think there's a video circulating out there of actually it was Brett Olson. Excuse me.
Yeah, of course, Emery would be the one to do that.
So that's achievement unlocked.
Yeah, I don't know what's better, winning 2 championships or hitting a home run at Brett Olson.
It has to be the latter.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a tough one, though.
Put a poll question up.
Yeah.
A poll question of the stream of the.
Yeah, poll questions for the podcast.
Yeah.
Answer in the comments.
Oh yeah, you get some good answers. Isn't that right?
Yeah. I think your team is pretty solid. I think they're gonna have the potential to possibly not make the consolation tournament and make the playoffs.
Yeah, I just need to have more. I guess I need to just be more laid back and just have fun. I kind of take it a little too seriously sometimes. I mean, everyone likes to win, so but sometimes you're just gonna ground into double plays like I do every game.
Yeah, double plays are just pain.
And I kind of want Crazy to add a double grounding to double play stat. Add another stat like that. See who's the most unluckiest coach of the year.
Yeah, I think that would have to be you have to watch all the streams or recordings to figure that out. But that would be an interesting metric to look into.
Yeah, I mean the real MLB does it. Why can't the kids do it?
Wasn't programmed into the game, and because Dimitri is so smarter than the devs.
Doing too many trigonometry problems. He can't do this. He is too advanced for that stat.
Yeah, but okay, let's go. Let's get into the results for week 1.
Week 1 already passed. It's crazy to me. I feel like we just started the season.
Yeah, week 1 off of a bang. We're gonna go from left to right on the spreadsheet. So the Texas Astros of Bobby going to dirt yards to defeat the Royals, 11-2. Remember, I was watching Bobby's game. Actually, I think it was 15-4 was the final score. So they gave up some runs to the AI that possibly might have thought would have made a difference. But turns out that the AI of the Astros hold up and was not able to see I don't remember for sure if I saw Arco's stream or not, but only putting up 2 runs against the Astros defense. Maybe that's a sign of things to come, because I know week 2 is already gone and the Orioles only put up 2 runs against the Astros defense. So maybe that's a trend. Maybe they have a really good AI defense moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think Arco admitted that he didn't have a great game, and it's week 1, so it's good to get this out of the way right now instead of down the road when you're in the playoff chase. But I have to give to Bobby on this one. I think not many people, if any, voted for him in the predictor challenge to win this week, and he has a pretty convincing win here, 11-2. So I have to hand it to him.
She's got Sally Dobbs, so that just gives you some extra luck bonus points.
The boss, man, she is just on fire. She knows how to pick a winning squad.
Yes, don't call her the boss for a reason.
El Jefe in Espanol. Pablo calls her that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Pablo is very, very formal. It has to be.
The next game we got was actually the match of the week for week 1 was the Rangers of Wizard and the Mets of Visitors. Really, really close game, 5 to 5.6. I actually did not get a chance to see, most of the match of the week, but I heard that, both coaches were kind of, struggling. It was at Casa. I also heard there was some kind of like glitches involved that really helped the Mets win that one.
Yeah, I believe it was the first game decided by the new multiplayer rule. Is that right?
I don't know if it was the first one, but I think definitely for this season it was the first.
Because the way in the past it was done, it was just the home team would automatically win, right? It was tied.
Yeah, it would have been 5 to 5, I believe.
Anyways, I think I saw a highlight of this game, and it was kind of glitchy. Casa's always a tough field. I mean, you do have much experience playing there. I don't really, but I've seen the videos and I've seen Max Payne on that field. That's a tough field.
Yeah, I mean, Wizard had that field for the past 3 seasons, and he's called it Casa the Wiz. But it turned out that he just maybe had a little bit too much Casa for this one, and just barely ended up losing on Visitor, barely squeaking by with that victory.
Sometimes you just have to take a loss like this one. Unfortunate. I know it's painful, but I think Wizard can move on from this, and definitely looks like he has moved on. He won this week, week 2, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, well, he beat me as far as in 01, so
and he won in 03 as well, beating the Melonheads. But that's we're getting ahead of ourselves there with that match. But
yeah, that was yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, that was one of the week 2 matchups that has been already announced or already finalized as of recording this. Next game going, down the line, got the Indians of Horn rookie, got Ichiro and Randy and a few other backyard players. I remember you got Ernie. Cubs only scoring 4 runs against that defense though, but Indians were on the struggle bus, -21. All I got to say to that is, hopefully, everyone has to start somewhere, and maybe next time learns from that game and gets better, a little bit each week.
Yeah, I watched his YouTube video he posted, and I gotta give him credit for finishing the game. First off, I think after watching the video with the user pitching, I think if he pitches in the corners or not down the middle anywhere but that, I think he's gonna do a lot better. I think it was a good trial and error game for him, and like you said, everyone has to start somewhere, and I can see him definitely improving as the weeks go on.
Really, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he improves with the Cubs. Ended up taking that one.
Yeah, Cubs start off with a win. Always good in this league.
Yeah, I believe that is the Cubs are Benjamin in all 3. So Cubs get first RBBL victory for him.
Congratulations on that.
Next game, moving on to his brother Matitude, which I just recorded the 01 week 1 recap yesterday. 5-19. Oops, just putting up another solid TCA score with the Melonheads. He just has a thing for that field with the Melonheads.
Oh yeah, and Julie Dunkel.
Julie Dunkel and Lindsay fall on the ground gate.
And the batter of the week was actually Julie, so he definitely can utilize her to her full potential. And always good start for Oops, putting up 19 in the first week. That's a really convincing win for him.
Yeah, Melonheads starting the season off with a really good score, and it'll be interesting to see if they can keep up that momentum, throughout the other home games that they have.
Yeah, they're built for that field, and I'm sure Oops knows that. And when he's trying to go away from the alley, I'm sure he's trying to win. Maybe he needs to win about 3 games. If he goes 3-5 on the road and he puts up a really good home record, he can definitely make the playoffs.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Melonheads at TCA always a shot to make playoffs for sure.
Very dangerous, extremely dangerous.
The next game had a little bit of controversy, but Pepsi and the D-backs able to pull out that one. Pepsi, I remember, I think he hit quite a few home runs in that one, but did have a penalty that pushed the score down a little bit, but still able to defeat the Orioles and Silverbat, or so it's not Silverbat. I'm getting my Orioles mixed up between the online league and the IBBL. I combined Silver Bullet and Killer Bat.
I actually like that name. Good name.
Well, I guess they call they have the Silver Slugger, which is the Silver Bat.
Yeah, no, I like that's a good award. And Silver Bullet, tough way to lose. I know Pepsi has had issues in the past with restarting games. I hope he learns a lesson here that you gotta save your games if you're playing. Especially if you have issues like that in the past.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see what happens. For at least I hope the technical issues have gone away, because nobody likes technical issues.
No, it's not fun. It can be very frustrating.
Yeah, so hopefully those get figured out, or if he has questions, I know people will be definitely willing to help him out.
Yeah, I mean, this community is very, very, very good, very awesome. They definitely can help. So hopefully, he can get that help.
Definitely. The next game we got was Marco putting up a offensive showing for him, putting up a plus 11 against the Crazy Eights and the Jolly Green Giants.
Wow, the Australia magic continues for him.
Yeah, the Jolly Green Giants did not put up the Jolly Green Giants put up a Jolly Green stinker in this one.
Yeah, it's summer. It's midsummer in Australia right now. I think Marco is channeling his inner summer right now, playing out of his mind with this win.
And we'll see if Marco can continue. That's a really good game for Marco, and we'll see how the rest of the games go. But definitely, Marco's never made the playoffs, so maybe he can make his first appearance, and then he doesn't have to tell everyone that he's gone 14-0 and missed the playoffs every season.
Especially after his last season to forget.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so that's a good win for him. Congratulations. And next game looks like the very, very tight score here. Starting off with Toast winning 2-1 over the Marlins. That was a good game, huh, Nate?
Yeah, that was it was at Cement Gardens. Both teams had some frustrations. Not the best game for both of these coaches, but Toast was able to just barely squeak by in this one. I know Toast did have his game crash, but I was like he had like 1 or 2 outs left then. It was determined that it wouldn't have made a difference in the overall score, most likely. So,
yeah, I think that was the right call there. Just sometimes nothing goes right in your game, and you just hope that you can hold on and pray with 2 runs, 2-run differential. Excuse me. And it worked out this time. I know his streaming game has been on point, so it's good to see him start off the year with a bang. Not really a bang, but with a win. And the Marlins, they hang tough. PZ, I think what's his name? I can't remember. Personal. He seems like he's a very, very tough coach to play against, and I can see him really improving as the year goes on.
Yeah, for sure. Person is definitely a really solid player. Definitely can handle his way around some backyard baseball. In this one, Zenith Rome and Alexis White both hit 2-run shots for the Twins in winning that one, so that put them over the top as far as that game.
Wow, crazy.
Then the next game, we had the Fishes. Team Fish falling short. The Angels pulling off the kind of an upset, rookie versus a seasoned veteran. Alex winning his first RBBL game. So congratulations to Alex as far as that one. Backyard.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Really good for him. I'm so happy for him.
Alex, superstar commentator.
Really good. He has a very, interesting squad. He has Angela as pitcher. So that's kind of a love-hate relationship there.
Yeah, Leo Wayne was the star of this game. Had 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Also, Peggy hit a home run for 3 RBIs as well. It was a 3-run shot. So Peggy and Leo leading the charge for the Angels in this one.
Hashtag Team Peggy.
Yep. You've had Peggy before, haven't you?
Yes, I actually hit double-digit home runs with her. You had her too, right?
Yeah, in season 8.
We just traded her off.
Yeah, and then I've had Rachel for the past for season 9, and now this season as well for my 01 team. Just the same player, just different name.
Yeah. Crazy though. Really funny how that works.
For those of you that don't know, where got that Rachel and Peggy magic, that's for sure.
Hopefully he can continue riding that magic on to the next week. Always good to start 1-0, but 2-0 is a lot better, obviously.
Yeah, 2-0. You feel pretty solid about your team for sure.
Oh yeah. Moving on to the highest scoring matchup by far, we have the White Sox and Melo eking out a 16-15 win. What are your thoughts, Nate, on this game?
When I was not able to see. I think JY just locally recorded that and didn't post it by the time. I haven't watched that game yet, but I was watching Melo, and it was Melo put on a hitting clinic. I think he hit 3 home runs, including Courtney hit a slow mo off of a line drive pitch that really solidified that victory. But Melo putting up 16. A plus 16 is not anything surprising based off of his track record for all games that he's played. And JY really impressed me putting up 15 runs against Melo's defense, because Melo's very analytical and tactical and formulating his defenses. So that really impressed me, even though it was a loss.
This is at Ekman too, which is a notoriously low scoring field. Not like it was dirt yards or
Yeah, that's a good point. Or TCA.
I watched Melo play his stream, and he hit a spitball for a home run.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was a spitball. I know it was a power up. It was one of them.
It was a spitball, I believe. And it was just really good to see his video pick apart the how he goes about his offense. JY, I feel really really bad for. Any other time, 15 runs would probably win you against 99% of the people in this league. So I really tough loss for him. He really had a good performance as well. It sucks that both these coaches couldn't get a win.
Yeah, I think Jay Wood, that was actually that was the highest score of anyone that lost. I didn't realize that. And I think it was like the third highest score of the entire week too. So
yeah, by far. Yeah, and the second highest or the first highest was that Tin Can Alley. So sucks to see one of these lose. So
yeah, it was a tough way to lose for sure. Next game was my Braves against the mighty Ivan Kings of Jibbo. Ivan King, Ivan King actually got a legit hit against me. So and then Pablo hit a homer.
So what were you thinking when Ivan got that hit in the AI side?
I was happy inside.
Seems to me like that's like a Mega Millions type hit right there.
You know how much I love Ivan King.
I am just kind of excited that Jibbo picked him. I can't wait to see what he can do with him on the user side.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some of the Tigers games moving forward, and hopefully Ivan King for Ace Wilson. He's got my vote for the O3 League.
Yep.
No matter what he does, Ivan King for Ace Wilson.
I'm just so glad to see a player that's never been picked before, And with you, Nate, after winning 12-2, how do you feel about your team so far this year?
Cheryl is doing amazing for this team. Cheryl hit 3 home runs and 8 RBIs, scored 4 runs, went 4 for 4. Cheryl really is doing the heavy lifting for this team. I think offensively it's really solid. Can put up 10 to 15 runs pretty consistently. I think against most weeks if I have a good game. So it's really just going to depend on how well my AI defense does. I think that's the big question. But definitely it's a team that can put up some runs.
Yeah, and do you feel like you have any weaknesses on your team at all, or anything you need to improve? I mean, 12 runs is really good. I mean, I would feel good about that.
As far as I think it's just trying to learn how to pitch with Tim. His stamina's not the best, so trying to find that line between. Because normally I like to pitch for strikeouts instead of pitching for contact. So I think that's a little bit tricky. Is trying to find that line. Is like you want to I do want to get strikeouts to try to get the juice box, but it's kind of hard to. I think learning that has been the biggest challenge. But as far as hitting, everyone, even Tim has some decent, can get some solid singles and with power ups. He's could be an offensive weapon as well. So I really like my team offensively for sure.
I think with Tim Hudson, he has a pretty good. I think his hooks are good, or one of his hooks are good, and another hook is kind of a wide ball animation. I think he has 2 good pitches. Am I right?
One hook is really good. The other is above average, and the fastball is pretty good. So those 3 pitches are pretty good. And the slow ball is the one that's not the best.
Okay. I mean, he's still. You got him round 9 or round 8?
Round 9. So good power ups with Tim.
That's a solid pick, man. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, then I had to make a trade because I did draft Shane instead of then I traded Shane for Big Play Ray, and Big Play Ray has been making some big plays, so I'm pretty happy with that trade.
He lives up to his nickname. Yeah, living up to his nickname, that's for sure.
And then the last game of the week, which is your game.
Oh gosh.
Keeping with the tradition of slow starts for you.
Yeah, painful.
So what happened in your week 1 game?
Yeah, so I just need to score more runs. I know I had a lot of opportunities. I had the bases loaded, and I flew out and I flew into a double play. Then I hit another double play, so I hit 2 double plays, giving my opponent AI power up, which they hit for a home run. Basically, they hit a 2-run home run, which would have won the game if that didn't happen. So I think my team, I still gotta get used to the team. I know still early, but I need to really win next week, and still need to get that first win. So, but I gotta give it to LW. He came in. He's a rookie. He did what he had to do. Sometimes you're not gonna win with a high score, especially on cement, the paveway. So I gotta give it up to him, and I hope he can continue his. Well, it looks like he lost this week, but hope he can continue for the rest of the year.
Yeah, he did put up a really good score though. Put up a +9, and against Toast, Toast is one of the better coaches in the O3 league, and made the playoffs last season as well. So that's a really solid showing against a solid veteran coach.
Yeah, and I'll be rooting for him the rest of the year.
He's got Aquaman, so hopefully you can hit a bunch of homers with him. I always like to see that.
Oh yeah, he's a classic 97 player there, Aquaman. Unfortunately, his brother didn't get picked or got disposed of, but that's another story.
Yeah, it's much of the satisfaction of Marco. Marco was very happy about that.
I'm sure you threw a party afterwards.
Yeah. So that does it for the week 1. Was there any kind of games that other than your game that kind of stands out to you that hasn't been finalized as far as the result for week 2?
I think I might play my game late tonight. I'm gonna try to stream it. I know what's the name? AX has already played his game, so I'll try to play it either today or tomorrow. Get that result in for him. Yeah, I know he submitted on Sunday. But week 2 looks to be fun. Any thoughts on week 2, Nate?
We got, I'm looking forward to seeing you stream. That should be really entertaining because you don't think you've done it. I know you always record your games, and I've seen some of the replays. I've never seen you play live, so that's really exciting to look forward to. Tigers and Wombats is kind of a good game that could go either way. Kind of a fun matchup. We also, I believe, have the match of the week, which will be the Padres and the Cubs, the brothers going at each other, which should be really entertaining. I know that they've been going at it as far as doing some online matchups. They played, I think, they said it was 60 matchups and had a bunch of different rule sets and stuff. So that was kind of interesting to hear Matt talk about that in the previous episode. But going at it RBBL style this time, so we're looking forward to seeing that one. So that I really have my eyes on that one for the match of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some popcorn and watch that. That's for Saturday night.
I don't exactly, I'm not entirely certain when if it's been scheduled yet, but whenever that is, we'll definitely be announcing that in the Discord and on the social medias as well.
Yeah, so everyone that's listening, keep your eyes peeled for that, and should be really good entertainment this weekend. So whenever that will be. So Nate, it was great to be on here, and I hope that the rest of the year goes really well for both of us.
Yeah, I hope so too. I would love to see you in the playoffs. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, not looking good so far, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, thanks again for hopping on, and I really appreciate it. Just let me know if you ever want to come on again for another week. Just let me know.
Yeah, I think I will.
Well, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.